From the capital of Tennessee and of country music for any of you fans out there, welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium. Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun now, 1st round. Has him on the quick hitter. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Already.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Titans will get set to take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. Finds room to the 30. And he makes it all the way up to the 32-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing now on 1st down. It's complete to Hunter Henry. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. He'll throw it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Falcons take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Titans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Titans will have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the well again. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Let's go. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. A give right side. Here's Algier. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
AT Cardinal, AT Cardinal.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
Motioning one of the tight ends.
Check out.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal. This time it's a passing play. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Here we go.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. It's taken in by Washington. And he gets him around 6 there. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Oh, he lost the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
They're set up at the 35 now. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go now.
Tight end in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. So that brings up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here we go. Here we
And
go.
the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. 3rd down coming. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of... Here comes the Titans punting unit. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3 now. Now it's Stroud. Davis there to grab it. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
South.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. They'll run it from the gun. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down on the play by Tavondre Sweat. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Tony.
The give here on second. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Rogerius Sneed there for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Trying to get it with the option here. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
On the quick, right?
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Hey, Uno Mars. Let the high.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, let's go.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, Stroud. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 3rd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Stroud now. Got Washington, it's complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Stopped by Cedric Gray.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Hey, south.
They'll send him over right. Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
All right.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Why, Tony. Like you touch.
Back-to-back carries here. He'll drag it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Stopped by Cedric Gray. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
All right.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Short pass brought in. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here we go.
This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. The Falcons would take the lead with a score. Second and 3 now.
Here we go.
That's completed out to the right. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get some late points and the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's second down coming up.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
To the air, 3rd and long. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Looking to return from the 29. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will take over. They're set up at the 35 now.
No. Hey, no more. Ow, return.
First down, Stroud. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Already.
Looking to throw, Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready. Set, go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He finds Tigakoplo for the grab. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Set.
They'll throw on first. Finds his back complete. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 48. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And they make the tackle at the 38.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
60 Bison. Go.
He'll throw it yet again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. Here he is on 3rd and long. Left side now, caught by Sutton. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
They'll throw it. He completes it in traffic. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they could try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now it's 2nd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. This is reeled in by Jackson. And he'll get it up to the 27.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Takes this in at the 25. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Handoff now out of the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
When you call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Dump off caught by his back. Juke the defender. Still fighting forward. Dodgers the tackle, and he's in. Touchdown. The Falcons push their lead further to start the half. Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Here's Algier on first down. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Running for the marker on 2nd. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
It's Algier on 3rd. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. Defense holds yet again, and now it's 4th and a yard.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
They're going for this. That's cut beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a first. They're going play action. Completed to his running back. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He rolls to his right. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Algier. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
All right.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Got Washington, it's complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Only 1 quarter remains in our final game.
With the score, Falcons 14.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He's on the move. He can run it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
All right.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Hey, south. 11.
From the 43. He beams one deep right side. It is caught at the 20. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Gay with the point after. And the Falcons push their lead to 18. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Completed to Sutton. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. They'll try and throw it here. And they pick him off again. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Whoa. Good.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Hey, south.
And he sent a man in motion.
Good.
Stroud off the play fake. Fits it through the middle. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Running it now out of the gun. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. A tight end in motion now. Here's a give on 1st and goal. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. An 8-yard pickup, and now it's 2nd and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here we go. Let's go.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Going ground game again here. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's in for the touchdown. The Falcons keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Come on. Set. Go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
70 Lions. Ready.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Back to the well again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Go.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they'll stop him after a minimal gain, down to about the 36. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now looking to throw. Pass taken in by Sutton. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
60 bison, 60 bison.
Here's a throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Set. Cowboy 80. Set, go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. He's going to throw this one. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
To throw again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go. Go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Falcons will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew.